Hi guys, how are you doing? Welcome back to the channel. Neil here, and today we're going to be checking out the new lineup that's just been released by EVH Guitars for 2024. I'll always be interested in what EVH are going to do every year, you know, just because I'm a big fan of the EVH stuff. But what I will say is that I have noticed, amp-wise in particular, that they've kind of left the EVH 5153 range alone, and it's not really been improved. You know, they could do things like add gates to them, add built-in boosts, emulated outputs, you know, load boxes, things like that. They could do all that and really advance the range, but instead they've decided to leave that as is and start releasing, you know, the iconic series stuff. They seem to be concentrating on that a bit. It would be nice for them to do some amp stuff with the 5153s and upgrade them a bit and kind of bring them into the future, because a lot of guitarists, including myself, love EVH amps, but we also like having an emulated output, you know, a power down switch, things like that. I know they have them on the lunchbox, which you can see behind me here. But yeah, I think there's a lot of things that can be improved on the EVH 5153s, especially putting a noise gate in them, for one. But yeah, today we're talking about guitars anyway, so moving on. The first one that has come up here is the Wolfgang Special Striped. The Wolfgang Specials are great guitars, quite chunky in the body, quite Les Paul-like, you know, in the thickness of the body, which I like. I like a thick, heavy body on my guitars, no matter what guitar it is, to be honest. The necks on there are not super slim like you would expect. They're quite rounded and quite dense, but they are still comfortable somehow. So yeah, let's click on the first one here. It's the Wolfgang Special Striped, red with black and white stripes. Obviously, you know, it's an Eddie guitar, so it's gonna I always wondered why they took so long to put this one out. They had the Bumblebee one and the white and black one, but this one took a while to come out for some reason. I think it came out before, but it wasn't a special series. Let's read it. Loaded with player-orientated features and iconic style. They've got iconic in there. The Wolfgang Special Striped is a highly responsive and huge-sounding instrument that was born to crank out some serious rock. I don't know who wrote that. Sporting some eye-popping striped finishes, red, white, black, yeah, black headstock, 12 to 16 inch radius, basswood body, and an arch top. The difference between this and the standard is the arch top mainly. Also, the basswood body is something that Eddie liked. Eddie liked basswood as a tone wood, so that's why it's on there. A lot of people think it's to cut back on price, you know, cost, but it's not actually at all. It's because it was Eddie's preference. He liked it. It's got the D-tuner on there, which is great. I've had a D-tuner on a guitar before. It was kind of useful. Doesn't work all the time, to be honest. It's quite sensitive is what I'm saying to how far and how not far it is when it's in and out. If it's not dead right and set up right, then it might give you some bother, but it's still handy to have. Crystal clear, custom designed EVH Wolfgang humbucking pickups. Love EVH pickups. They're absolutely awesome. Super clear, great for recording, and as good as any pickup out there for any style of music, in my opinion. The only thing that's missing on this guitar is the kill switch. I love kill switches. I love having them. Unfortunately, they're not on this guitar, but that's a shame. It's $1,599. And it looks great, you know, it's going to look great in that finish. It's always going to be a win-win, you know, the Eddie fans are always going to go for that. It's a special, so you would expect it to be made in Mexico. I'll just check down here on the photo to see that it is still made in Mexico, so I'm not out of touch yet. It's made in Mexico. So super reliable guitar. I really like the Fender Mexican factory, by the way. Some of you guys will know that if you've been on the channel a while. The next guitar over here, EVH Stout Series Circles. So this guitar has been out before. I'm pretty sure of that. It's like a re-release. It's got the D-tuner on, top mounted Floyd. It retails at £1,399 dollars. Sorry, that's quite expensive. It's got a pickup surround on, which is something that bugs me. I'm pretty sure the old one, the old version of this, didn't have that on. So So I don't know why this one has. Big fan of the truss rod adjustment being up high like it is on this guitar. Around the back it's got some cool graphics. It's just the same as the other guitar to me. I don't know. It's been out before. I can't see much of a difference other than that pickup surround and the pickup being cream. Let's just read about the pickup here. You get a gig bag with it, which is cool. Would be better if it was a foam case, to be honest. Basswood body like you'd expect, or basswood if you're in America. Quarter saw maple neck, all in one piece. A single ferocious EVH direct mount pickup with single black plastic control knob. That's not direct mount, that pickup. It's definitely got a pickup surround on it. So I don't know why that's wrong. They've got that bit wrong. EVH Floyd Rose and locking nut. Yeah, I'm confused to the difference between that one and the other one, other than it's got a pickup surround now, even though the description said that it hasn't. So yeah, but still nice guitar. It will play great, by the way, that guitar. I've played one of the old ones and I'm pretty sure it won't be much different. Wolfgang Standard Exotic Zebra Wood. I've got a Wolfgang Spotted Maple behind me. It's great. That's a standard as well. It's a great guitar. Sounds great, and it really does sound great. The tone is clear. It's a great recording guitar, is that one. Don't know what these retail at nowadays. They used to be about 500 quid. Now they're $799, so they'll probably be about $650-ish in the UK. Great guitars, but where are they made? Are they still made in the same place? That's what's important to me. Indonesia, so yeah, they're still pretty well made. It's bolt-on construction, obviously. It's got the access heel around the back, which you expect on it, which it's had before. The neck is pretty big, actually, on these, pretty chunky. It's a D-shaped kind of neck, but it's still comfy. It's a nice guitar, and like I said, it sounds great. This particular model, I don't like it, because the top looks a bit like IKEA flooring to me. So it's not for me. I prefer the Spotted Maple than this one. Again, it's got the Wolfgang pickups in there. The bridge is a special bridge, R2 locking nut, and I don't have a problem with mine. I absolutely love it. It's great. I've got bare knuckle nail bombs in mine actually, but to be honest, to say the bare knuckle nail bombs are so expensive, I did a comparison video and the Wolfgang stood up to them. If not, some people said they sounded better, but you know, 500k pots, smooth feeling pots, so it's just great guitars, the standards, they really are, and a lot of people prefer them to the special when they get them in their hands. This one's nicer. I like this one a lot more. This one is the Exotic Black Walnut. Beautiful looking guitar, as good as the Spotted Maple. Natural finish all around the back and everything, same spec as the other one. Again, let's check where it's made. I've got a terrible cough coming back. Made in Indonesia, like you'd expect, but they're just great guitars, they really are. I can't say anything bad about them. Very reliable, feel great on a strap. You know, this one here for me is one of the nicest guitars that I have seen released in 2024, and it is the Wolfgang Special Ebony fingerboard, and it's in silver burst. It looks awesome. I love silver burst. It's not much of a thing anymore. It was quite popular a while ago, the silver burst finishes, but that for me is one of the best looking Wolfgangs around. Is it a satin silver burst? That's the question. Let's hope that it is. The Wolfgang Special features basswood body arch, top, robust graphite reinforced bolt on quarter saw maple neck. The neck is carved and rolled to Eddie Van Halen's exact specifications and features. Hand rub satin urethane finish on the back, primed for high performance and energetic riffing, blah blah blah. 12 to 16 inch radius, 22 jumbo frets. You'd expect all these truss rod adjustments. I've never been easier. They're up high where they belong, near the neck pickup. I don't like the horrible pickup covers. I like my adjustment up high. It does put me off some guitars when I don't see that truss rod adjustment up there, if I'm honest. Custom designed EVH Wolfgang Alnico 2 humbucking pickups. They'll sound absolutely awesome. Endless sustain, powerful chords, blah blah blah. EVH branded Floyd Rose locking trem. EVH detuner. It's not got the The volume knob with the treble bleed circuit has 500k EVH, burns, low friction, pot for smooth swells and tone control. You can tell a difference when you use these pots. What they're going about on these Wolfgangs, by the way. $1,249. I love it. I just love the way that looks. It's great, and like I say, you know, it's for me one of the best guitars I've seen in 2024. I'm just trying to find out if it is actually a satin finish. Cream binding. Go to tuners. It doesn't say, it's hard to tell on my screen whether it's a satin finish on the body there, but it looks like one. It just looks great. I just love it. Absolutely love the way that guitar looks, and it will play equally as good. So that's it from EVH. There's not much there, guys. I didn't expect too much from them. Obviously they are an amp brand as well. There will probably be some new amps in the making. Whether they will be 5153s updated like I've suggested, or whether they will just be some more iconics, who knows? EVH like to keep their amps more under wraps than guitars, so they might save it till now. If there is a new amp, if there isn't a new amp, then this is all you're going to get. Fender's quite a big brand. They tend to move their money around and plow it into one area, so Charvel have got a lot of love and Jackson have got a lot of love this year, so it might be EVH's turn to just calm down a bit. But yeah, let me know, guys, what you think in the comments below. I just love that Silverburst guitar. I think it's absolutely awesome, but I love Silverburst. Thanks very much for watching, guys. I'll see you all very soon.